Respect. Everyone wants it. Few truly earn it. You can buy attention with money. You can attract followers with charm. But respect, that's something the world only gives when your presence speaks louder than your words. Let me ask you, have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt invisible? You speak, but no one really listens. You share an idea, but somehow it's brushed aside. Now imagine the opposite. You walk in, say nothing, and yet everyone adjusts their posture because your energy demands respect. Right there is a skill, a millionaire-level mindset, and today I'll show you how to master it. There's a simple secret behind instant respect. It's not about wealth, titles, or designer clothes. It's about something far deeper, something that radiates from your inner frequency. In this video, you'll learn the 5 powerful traits that make people instantly respect you. The same traits that top CEOs, spiritual masters, and millionaires embody every single day. And the best part? You can develop them starting today. Point 1. Command your inner energy. Before you command the room, let's start with what most people never realize. Respect begins within. The world doesn't see you the way you are. It sees you the way you see yourself. If you walk into a meeting thinking, I hope they like me, your body language, your tone, your energy, all whisper insecurity. But if you walk in thinking, I bring value here, I belong here, your energy announces itself before you even speak. Millionaires understand this deeply. They don't seek respect. They expect it because they respect themselves first. Here's a powerful visualization you can try every morning. Before you leave your home, close your eyes and repeat. I carry calm confidence. I don't chase approval. I radiate quiet power. Do this daily. Because when your inner dialogue changes, your external presence follows. Remember, respect isn't something you get. It's something you project. Point 2. Speak less, mean more. Ever noticed how the most respected people talk the least? They don't rush to fill silence. They let it breathe. Why? Because silence signals control. It shows that you're not desperate to be understood. You already understand yourself. There's an old saying, a lion doesn't roar to prove he's a lion. Think about it. When you're comfortable in your authority, you don't overshare, over-explain, or overreact. Millionaires master this effortlessly. In business meetings, they often let others talk themselves into confusion while they observe, analyze, and respond with precision. When they finally speak, their words land because silence created gravity. Practical takeaway: start practicing verbal minimalism. Next time you're in a conversation, pause 2 seconds before answering. Hold eye contact. Then respond with clarity, not speed. It feels strange at first, but you'll notice something magical. People start leaning in when you speak. They subconsciously register authority. Respect is not about volume, it's about weight. Point 3. Master emotional composure, the true signature of power. Have you ever seen someone lose their temper in public? Shouting, reacting, trying to prove a point? It instantly drains respect. The truth is, emotional control is the rarest form of strength. Anyone can be confident when life is easy. But how you behave under pressure, that's your real test. A millionaire once said, the calmest person in the room controls the room. And he was right. When you remain composed, even when challenged, people automatically elevate your status. They think, if he's not reacting, he must know something we don't. That's how respect is earned, silently. So here's a mindset shift. Don't see emotional triggers as attacks. See them as opportunities to train your power. When someone disrespects you, pause, breathe, smile slightly, and respond with grounded calm. In that moment, you're telling the universe, my energy is not available for chaos, and people will feel it, because true dominance isn't loud, it's centered. Point 4, keep promises. especially the ones you make to yourself. There's one behavior that separates the respected from the forgotten: consistency. Most people overpromise and underdeliver. They say, "I'll start working out. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll finish that project soon." But deep down, they already know they won't. Every broken promise erodes not just other people's respect, but your own. And here's the psychology behind it. When your brain sees you failing to keep small commitments, it stops taking you seriously. You lose self-trust. But when you keep promises, even tiny ones, you build a quiet self-respect that radiates outward. You begin walking differently, talking differently. Millionaires are obsessed with follow-through. If they say they'll do something, they do it, even if it's inconvenient. So make this a rule. Start with micro-promises. If you say you'll wake up at 6 a.m., do it. If you say you'll call someone, call them. Every small victory becomes a brick in your reputation wall. And soon, people start saying things like, "If you said it, I know it'll happen." That is ultimate respect. Point 5, cultivate presence, the rare art of being fully here. There's a magnetic power in presence. When someone listens to you with full attention, no phone, no distraction, just pure focus, you instantly feel valued. That's why truly powerful people have such an aura. They're not thinking of the past or future, they're here, completely. In a world addicted to noise and scrolling, presence is luxury. Imagine you're talking to someone, and they sense that you're not waiting to reply. You're actually hearing them. You maintain calm eye contact. You nod with understanding. You don't interrupt. That single habit builds more respect than any motivational speech ever could. Presence says, "I see you. You matter." And when you give that kind of respect, it multiplies back to you. Millionaires know this too. When they talk, they listen deeply, because presence communicates something money cannot buy: value. So today, make presence your power. Every interaction is a chance to practice it. Let me share a quick story. Years ago, there was a young man who worked as a junior assistant for a famous entrepreneur. He was ambitious but impatient. Every meeting he would try to impress, talking over others, jumping in, showing off. One day, the entrepreneur called him aside and said, "You're smart, but you're too loud to be heard." That line changed him. He spent months studying body language, speech pauses, and mindfulness. He learned to observe before reacting. Soon he became known for his quiet confidence, the man who spoke only when necessary, and when he did, everyone listened. Years later, he built his own company. When asked what changed everything, he said, "I stopped trying to earn respect. I started embodying it." Powerful, right? Because respect doesn't come from chasing approval. It comes from aligning your behavior with your highest self. Point 6, detach from validation, the freedom principle. Here's a paradox. The more you chase respect, the less you get it. When you need people to approve of you, your energy becomes needy, and the subconscious mind of others picks that up instantly. The moment you stop needing validation, your confidence becomes pure. This is what spiritual teachers call non-attachment, and it's also what psychologists describe as intrinsic self-worth. You respect yourself not because others clap for you, but because you know your intentions are pure and your effort is real. Here's a mental exercise. Before you walk into any room, silently affirm, "I don't need to prove myself. I am already enough." Say it once, and watch how your shoulders relax, your breathing deepens, and your words carry weight. That's the secret energy of detachment, the same energy that radiates from true leaders and millionaires. Point 7, build standards, not walls. There's a fine line between arrogance and self-respect. Arrogance says, "I'm better than you." Self-respect says, "I won't lower my standards." People respect those who have clear boundaries, who don't tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or low energy. Here's how millionaires think. They don't argue with negativity. They simply exit. They don't explain their worth. They demonstrate it through results. Setting standards isn't rude. It's essential. When you know what you stand for, people feel safe around you. They trust your word, your time, your decisions. So make it your rule. Never apologize for having standards. Apologize only if you fail to uphold them. That's how you create an aura of quiet authority. Let's pause for a moment. Ask yourself, whose respect am I chasing right now? A boss? A partner? A stranger on social media? And what if you no longer needed their approval? What if the only person whose respect truly mattered was your own? Because here's the truth. When you respect yourself deeply, you attract people who mirror that energy. You stop trying to fit in. You start standing out. And the world begins to respond differently. People greet you differently. They listen when you speak. They seek your opinion. Not because you changed your clothes, but because you changed your frequency. Respect isn't external. It's energetic. Let's make this actionable. Here are 5 simple habits that will elevate your respect instantly. 1. Posture. Stand tall. Shoulders back. Chin slightly up. Your body tells your brain you're confident. Speak slower and deeper. A calm tone signals certainty. 3. Eye contact. Maintain it naturally, not aggressively. Look into one eye at a time. It builds genuine connection. 4. Follow through. Do what you said you'll do, always. Each kept promise strengthens your personal brand. 5. No gossip policy. Never speak badly of others. The moment you do, people wonder what you say about them. Follow these for 21 days, and you'll notice how people's behavior around you begins to shift. It's not magic, it's psychology, amplified by self-respect. Let's seal this with affirmations. Repeat these lines silently with me. I am calm, confident, and grounded. I respect myself, and others naturally respect me. I don't chase approval. I attract respect through integrity. My presence speaks louder than my words. I carry the quiet power of a true leader. Breathe in deeply. Feel these words sink into your subconscious. This is who you are now. Not someone pretending to be confident, but someone becoming it. Let me leave you with this final thought. People won't remember every word you say, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. So carry yourself like someone who knows their worth. Not because of money, fame, or status, but because you live in alignment with truth, discipline, and peace. That's what commands real respect. And when you master this secret, you don't just gain respect, you gain freedom. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to breathe, reflect, and then subscribe to this channel. Because here, we don't just talk about success. We train the mind to become magnetic to it. Until next time, stay calm, stay powerful, and keep mastering yourself like a millionaire.